The attempt to end my husband's life was a horrible, distressing experience. Now, the silence around it feels heavy. I can't help but wonder, why didn't law enforcement officials arrest the shooter before the speech? There is definitely more to this story, and we need to uncover the truth.
If it wasn't for X, if it wasn't for Elon Musk, if I'm being honest, I wouldn't know a lot of the information that I know now surrounding this. There's so much information on there that I'm not sure was safe to share on here. But I definitely can say that the, law enforcement was definitely aware of what was going on. We have information about the water tower. We have information about the shooter being made aware of hours before the attempt, and it's so much to this that we want answers. You know what I'm saying? We definitely want answers. Somebody says, I think we all want answers. They want us to forget what happened. For sure. Somebody says, such a lovely first lady. She's saying what we've all been thinking. The assassination attempt could have been prevented. It could have been more than prevented. It could have not happened. It couldn't. Wow. The silence about this incident from my husband kind of speaks volumes. Definitely, because think about it. If this is an attempt on a former president, my president, life. And the media is in no way, shape or form harboring around this and trying to get to the bottom of it. If anything, they're trying to brush it under the rug, which really goes to show the morale of these people. Because even though we're divided on issues and topics, I don't wish unaliving on anybody, especially somebody who is out here trying to make sure that we're out here afforded the freedoms and the rights that should be given to us at birth that are now being taken away from us and rearranged by this current administration. Is she really trying to expose a potential cover-up of the assassination, or is she trying to promote a book? Is one of the questions that people are posing. I can say that's fair, but if anybody know Trump is a businessman, all right? But I have no idea who Maria Cordana is, but Graham Allen suggests that she should probably be unhired immediately. She actually accused Melania Trump of being irrelevant after she spoke about her husband's assassination attempt. This is disgusting. Just when you thought CNN was doing good.
David, you've been around the Trump campaign for a long time. This feels not accidental. That this is being raised on the day of the debate. Why is this coming up today? And what's going on here? Is there a conspiracy happening? What's going on?
I don't think there's a conspiracy. I think she's asking legitimate questions. Her husband, the father of her child, came within about a quarter of an inch of having his head blown off by a shooter who, by all accounts, should have been was wandering around the event site for hours beforehand, seen by many people. It was a complete failure on so many levels. I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think she's asking. You don't
think it's a nod to conspiracy theorists?
No, I don't think it's that. I think she's asking, how the hell could this have happened? This person, right? There were local law enforcement who did their job. There were failures up and down the chain of command in the Secret Service.
Yeah.
There are
why
a
put
lot
that
of
out
answers.
today?
There are a lot of answers that people want.
Yeah, with a lot of answers. Absolutely. We should get
answers. It's reminding.
Why put that out today?
I think it's reminding the American public that Donald Trump almost gave his life for pursuit, to be president of the United States. He stood up there and somebody wanted to kill him because of what he believed in and what he stood for. So I think it's worth noting that, the guy, puts his life on the line every day in doing this. And I think that's what she was reminding. She obviously loves her husband. Barron loves his father. And I think that she's trying to humanize him.
Maria?
I think that it's, and obviously as a wife of somebody who did go through an attempted assassination, she's absolutely entitled to say whatever she wants about that. I think she's irrelevant, frankly, and I don't think this will matter. I do think it does kind of feed into conspiracy theories that we've heard out there. But at the end of the day, What people are going to pay attention on tonight is what Kamala Harris says about what she wants to do with another 4 years. And if she does her job right, and I believe she will, though it is hard to prep for crazy, which is what she's going to get from Donald Trump. But the contrast between what she's going to offer the American people, which are a way to move forward, a way for people to not just get by, but to get ahead, versus what they've already seen for 4 years, the chaos, the crazy, the politics of revenge, the politics of retribution. People don't want that. Swing voters don't want that. Women don't want that.
Jim, yep. I think it's real quickly. I think it's important what Maria said. She's going to explain what she'd do if she had another 4 years, right? Donald Trump said this, Kamala Harris says, I'm going to be ready on day one. Her day one was 3.5 years ago. Do not reelect Kamala Harris. If your life isn't better than it was 4 years ago, that's the question Ronald Reagan famously asked.
But you know well, David, that vice presidents don't make policies. And so don't pretend you don't know that. If you don't know that, then you don't know how a White House works. That is the reality. And so what Kamala Harris needs to do tonight is to say what she will do with the Harris-Walz administration, which are very clear policies that will help Americans continue to move forward.
Sadly, we don't have 90 minutes for this debate, but
but Jim, everybody wants you to believe that Kamala Harris is this strong, powerful, kick-ass woman, and at the same time, they wouldn't believe she was a potted plant during the Biden-Harris administration. It's either one or the other. Either she was at the table in the room, or she wasn't present. Can't have it both ways, Maria.
The contrast tonight will be something that Kamala Harris, I think, will make very, very strong and clear to the American people.
And we'll be watching.
All right, we'll tune in.
Thanks to both of you. Thanks a lot.
Just unbelievable. I'm being honest. It's just unbelievable. Just typical of CNN, I guess. These people get on here and just say anything, man. And I'm glad that he pointed out the contradiction. Either she's this strong, powerful Black woman, or she's somebody who's just sitting in the background and can't do nothing. You can't be both. But depending on the day, they pick and choose which one makes more sense to them. Somebody says, excuse me, irrelevant equals Maria Cardona. It doesn't matter, nor does anything that comes from her mouth. It's irrelevant. Most pure evil people ever. Some of the nastiest people on earth. They don't care. They care more about giving illegal crossings life more than a first lady. The unity just flows from their mouth. Irrelevant, right? The previous and soon to be again first lady of the United States. Irrelevant. Well, I could say the same about Maria Cardona, because prior to this post, I'd never heard of her. I don't know about y'all. She's irrelevant. So you keep seeing what's going on. Harder to prep for the debate with Kamala Lala. Cackle fail. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't understand why this rhetoric would be acceptable even on their platform and on their network, because again, the suspicion is like we have a president, a former president, whatever you want to consider him. Well, he's literally a former president, but like I say, I consider him my president. Anyhow, we have him and his life was almost taken away, and the media almost looked at it like it's a joke. And we have more than enough information proving that they got wind of this. And why was nothing done? Come on, man. We the American people deserve answers. It's fair.
I don't feel any safer or any more secure for the president, given the fact that nothing's really changed. No one's been held accountable. What are we doing about the 3 encrypted accounts that Thomas Crooks had? How did a 20-year-old have not only, and this is from the EOD team, sophisticated explosive devices with a multi-channel detonator at 20 years old? What 20-year-old has no social media presence? Why is his parents lawyering up with the biggest lawyers in Pittsburgh without trying to say, hey, we'll work and we'll try and come with you?
Mr. Crooks, was there anything that might have made you aware of what your son was up to?
Explain why your son is such a limited social circle?
Is there any statement you'd be willing to share with us right now, Mr. Crooks?
Former attorney general here in Florida, she said she's never seen a criminal scene, a crime scene, released as quickly as this one was. Within a matter of days, the home was swept. The parents were allowed to come in and out the entire time, so we have no idea what kind of tampering of evidence. Cheadle said that it was too slipped of a route to put someone on. Then you had the FBI up there only days after it with a water hose, washing away evidence, washing away the blood, and washing away potential powder trails from the actual spot where it was shot itself. These are facts. And when you have the committee, which is assigned by Congress, they're saying they're not going to have an actual document put together until after the elections in December. Are you kidding me? This is unserious and that's pathetic. We need to be doing this every single day, which is why we've already had a forum before they were even willing to have a conference call. You're going to see where they're going to keep coming after guys like us because we're coming after the left and the right, because we're going to call facts, we're going to call balls and strikes, and we got to get to the bottom of who's truly accountable for the attempted assassination on President Trump.
And if we take a look at the comment section, oh, mom and dad in on it, the reply, or else they wouldn't lawyer up with the best lawyer money can buy. The cover up, Maxwell Yerke is alleged to most likely be the shooter. I don't know anything about this guy. Someone said they were mining explosive sellers. He alleged to have been Antifa and Merc in Syria and Ukraine. What happened to the guy who said did it? I'm sorry. What happened to the guy they said did it first? That was from Antifa. He had a color for the last name, but I can't remember it. Yeah, these are details that I'm not too sure of myself. Dude, Mills is a baller. I'm not sure, not to mention how fast they identify crooks with DNA. Yeah, a lot of this is suspicious. So, to conclude, I want y'all to make sure y'all get a very good look at this. I know we played the long form clip, but it probably went over some people's heads. It could have, but I want to show y'all exactly why this video is titled the way it's titled, and you will see why we go. Ugh.
The attempt to end my husband's life was a horrible, distressing experience. Now, the silence around it feels heavy. I can't help but wonder, why didn't law enforcement officials arrest the shooter before the speech? There is definitely more to this story, and we need to uncover the truth.
I think she's irrelevant, frankly, and I don't think this will matter. I do think it does kind of feed into conspiracy theories that we've heard out there.
I'll just say this. If anything close to this, or that I should say, happened to Biden or Kamala Harris, that would be they'd be spewing conspiracy theories daily, man.